Oh wait, we got it.
Recording.
Call of Duty Shooter Man.
Morgan's playing now. We're
Yeah.
just going to switch off every episode because, I mean, I could probably get us to Father Gas about almost like 80% as competently as you could. After that, not so much. Like a solid 40%.
I mean, nobody's here for competency.
No. God, no. I mean, this is basically a podcast, but with visuals. Yeah.
Ah! Can I get that health back?
That was more disappointing than the fact that Junji Ito anime sucked. It had no reason to.
What? Come on, man. Again, it's right there.
Like it's like the storyboards are there for you.
Just make the same thing.
There are people on YouTube who add the sound effects to the manga panels and music. It's basically that. It's better. They just put in some spook music. And provide very helpful English translations for something.
English.
English. And now we have reached the Digidoldrums stage of quoting game drums. We're gonna be here a while.
I cannot believe it took us this long.
It is kind of amazing.
It's so subconscious at this point.
You know, I gotta, like, if I'm, like, thinking about YouTube and people I followed on YouTube, the most consistently followed YouTube channel I've got is probably Game Grumps.
Yeah.
Because they're, 6 years old today? Or not today, but this year?
Yeah.
It's 2012. And I was there since, because I was subscribed to both of them. So, yeah, 6 straight years. I don't think I haven't watched any of the same people that I watched back in the day. Like, I used to watch, like, Smosh because I was, like, 10.
Yes.
Stupid. And, like, Toby Turner.
Yeah.
God, fucking... Whatever happened to him? I'm not exactly, like, curious enough to know, but, like...
He got accused of abuse.
That's right! I forgot about that. Was it, like, did it ever...
I don't know.
I think he still makes videos, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
Well, I mean, he put out a video that was like, I didn't do it.
And crying.
Yeah.
God, I hate those videos.
Yeah.
Where it's just, like, really low quality. Bobby Burns made a great video about that, where he was just like, this is how you do a YouTube apology video, and he just basically, like, copied everything that, like, the Anthony from Smosh did, or the Fine Brothers when they got caught in stupid shit.
Wait, what did Anthony have to apologize for?
I don't remember. It was just some, like, video where he was just like, hey guys. Usually, first you gotta add, like, really subtle sad music in the background, because because you gotta make sure that they know you're sad. You can't, not from your inflection, not from your face or anything, you gotta look like you just didn't sleep for, like, 10 hours. It's like, yeah, that's, yeah. I just don't like to be, like... I don't like when people do that, because I feel like they're assuming that I'm not intelligent enough to see that I'm being manipulated.
Yeah.
I just prefer it when people are like, well, if you're gonna be... at least take the Digibro approach to being an asshole and just be like, fuck Kanye West. just immediately off the bat. Or who is it that he threw shade at a couple years... Oh, the Anime Snob. That is a glorious video. Like, he just goes, fuck that Anime Snob, and just 30 minutes.
Nice.
Of the best constructed way.
I'll have to look into that. I have not seen it.
We will watch that between episodes.
Is he drunk?
Well, you can assume it was before May, so I mean, he wasn't high. He was definitely drunk. You can always just see like wine coolers in like the bottom left-hand corner of his videos, and just be like, are those empty or?
Boop.
Screw.
Boop, boop, boop.
This guy reminds
God!
me of Astaroth in Soul
Yeah,
Calibur?
yeah.
Is he the guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the big man.
Purple People Eater.
That's him. That's a film. The Purple People Eater. I have not seen it. Shocking. There's sometimes when people are just like, man, why haven't you seen Nanos, The Hands of Fate? I'm like, maybe I value my time.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of bad movie I want to watch.
Yeah, like, it's bad. I know it's bad. What do you...
The best vehicle to, access that from is Best of the Worst.
Yeah.
On Red Letter Media, because it's more entertaining people making fun of a boring movie, but you only get the funny parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, they exist, so I feel no need, and if I want to watch, Death Wish 3, I'll just go do it, because it's fun. Is Death Wish 2 as ridiculous as Death Wish 3?
I have not seen any of the sequels.
You've done well. Oh gosh, he just borfed you into oblivion. My turn.
The caveman.
I don't like that weapon. Feels weird. Okay, get rid of it. We have shows on the internet.
Yeah. Just squeal.
There's going to be something that we look back on in 10 years. Kind of forgot about, I'm sure. We go back to it and be like, oh my god. I hate us.
Yeah, who let us?
The internet was a horrible mistake.
Good God, in 10 years you'll be 30. I'll be 28, which is not better.
At least you can say you're in your 30s when you're 30. So you have an assumed sympathy of oh, the beginning of your life is over now.
He's like, hey, you survived longer than Kurt Cobain.
And Jeff Buckley, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that because I like Buckley's music better. But I do.
Yeah.
I say that because Jeff Buckley was not a giant asshole.
Yeah.
As far as we know. But I just can't imagine he would be.
No.
And if you can sing like that, I don't really care if you're an asshole.
Yeah.
He definitely had his problems, because Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk is not an album that you make when you are fine.
Yeah. When you are the cheeriest.
It's like pure comedy, but written by a human and not a meme. I mean, just look at Father John Misty. He is a meme.
Mm-hmm.
He is a meme. Jesus Christ.
You were on fire momentarily.
I was. I'm on fire! Okay, come on. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. I used to know every lyric to that song.
That's the most you and freshman year song.
Yeah, it is. And my god sister Julia, that was our jam. We'd just be in the car and be like, "Hey, want to put on Billy Joel?" It's just sang.
Sometimes I wonder if we would have gotten along.
More than likely, because at the end of the day, we were both interested in the same things at the time. It's just that we were just sort of different subsects of nerd. You were grunge nerd, and I was dork nerd.
I mean...
You unquestionably had better musical taste.
Freshman year...
Yes, you did. You did.
I don't know, you were listening to Billy Joel when I was listening to My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, but I was also listening to things like Nickelback.
You never told me this.
Oh. Well, it was just because, the radio and my mom were all I had in terms of exposure to music. So I had my mom's music, good music, and the radio, which was Nickelback and Creed. Now, to be fair, I don't think I ever really liked Creed. They don't, they don't sound good enough to be accessible.
No.
So yeah, you
They-
did. You had better.
They
music
they
taste.
do have a great guitar player though.
That is true. Just a terrible vocalist.
Yes,
He's honestly the only
abysmal.
really prevalent problem I have with the band. I just
Yeah.
don't like his voice.
Like the music, music itself is like kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's radio friendly, slightly edgier alt rock.
Like Scott Stapp is just the most. Yeah.
It's Eddie Vedder without anything that makes Eddie Vedder Eddie Vedder.
Yes, without the ability.
Without
With arms wide open.
my arms are broken.
Yeah.
My legs got you. He's really funny.
Yeah.
These videos, him just in a fucking cast. Dead. Rip.
He that dead boy.
He got that big dead. That big sick.
Quality film.
Good film. Good film.
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Yeah, I have. I watched it a
Oh.
couple months ago. It was on Amazon Prime, I believe, so I was just like, I need to watch this. A white girl? This is my favorite
It's
one.
like, oh yeah, why isn't Zoe Kazan in everything?
Including me.
I don't even want to know how you think that works.
I don't. I just see her face and I'm just like, oh. I'm happy.
Be in me.
That's my favorite thing on Twitter when people are like, New York, I'm in you.
Gross.
Exactly.
The dog has your soul.
I got it back. Father Karras, you don't look so good. Damien, can you not? Yeet off. Be like, fuck. Yeah. It's like, sight, guys. I'm just gonna end this episode real quick. Morgan and I are gonna go see Gotti. If it's still playing.
But it's not anywhere.
Because it did so bad.
It was never playing in town.
and nothing, below a wide release plays at Georgetown. But we managed to get Hereditary there, somehow.
Yeah, we got Hereditary, but not Soldado.
What?
Oh,
I mean, I know Hereditary, did actually very well in the
Yeah.
box office, but, they couldn't have expected that.
Yeah.
At all. It's like other A24 movies do not do well. It Comes at Night did very poorly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I kind of get it more there, because at least with Hereditary, you kind of have the word of mouth of, shock value. I mean, it's the first time somebody said, it's this generation's this thing, and I've actually agreed with it. So it's like, is it this generation's Exorcist? Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
I mean, I haven't seen anything in this generation that is near as effective.
No. I mean, I can put... There are definitely similar movies. I mean, It Comes at Night, I would say, is similar from a deconstructive level, but not really like a film, actual content level. The Witch, I would say, is quite comparable.
Dvivivich.
Which is a good movie that I need to rewatch, because it's on my, favorite list of that year, but it's still, phenomenal.
I just need to watch it.
Yeah. If we didn't just watch The Exorcist,
Yeah.
I'd say we should watch that.
I'm pretty well burnt out.
I mean, it's not... Of course, it's not nearly as, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly, It's like The Shining, where it's you're not really scared, it's wow, look at that. I mean, there's,
Brr.
But, there's, one scene that'll get to you. The rest of it's just kind of this is quite sad. And Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, so you get to look at her face.
Yes, if anything, that movie gave us her.
I mean, a supremely underrated performance. By everybody in that entire movie. The little kids have to speak Old English dialogue. And they do it, flawlessly. Everyone does. Anya Taylor-Joy is just really good at playing reserved.
Yeah.
Because thoroughbreds.
Mm-hmm.
She's on her way to being like female Ryan Gosling. It's like, oh hey, we need that girl, you know, the one that does that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see it, but in the which Anya Taylor-Joy does get naked.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's pretty great. Just imagining it, I mean, not like the scene itself is not the most pleasant to watch, especially with that music.
Hear the sound of music drifting in the house.
Elevators
Hold
of
on.
Prozac stretching on for miles.
Hold on. Oh, there it is.
Both said that. Oh my fuck. James. Fuck you. Oh my god, I just got the tweet of, well, that decision was irreversible with the pause included for waiting for irreversible. I'm not going to respond to that, just so I can release this video and you'll watch it and then you'll know. You bastard.
I think he already knows that he's a sick son of a bitch.
Yes. I mean, whenever he gets to recommend movies to somebody, he's usually just like, I'm gonna make you watch Things. It's like, dude, why? Why would you do that? I mean, I get it, but why?
You gonna see some shit.
Literally. Ooh, Film Critical finally did that article about Star Wars. Dude, what took you so long? I like you.
I mean, it'd probably take him a long time to wade through all the bullshit.
Yeah, that's fair. I blew a gasket last night, and like a tweet just popped in my feed of just somebody saying the same things about the movie, and I just, all caps, was just like, when are you going to go away? There's been another movie in the franchise, and you still won't stop. And everybody was like, yeah. What he said. It would be like if we were still, like, incessantly bitching about Mother. Which is a movie that I've gotten warmer on as time... I mean, I hate it still, but... but I don't, like... I hate it, but I don't, like... loathe it.
No, I mean, like, it would be like if we were...
And calling the people who liked it stupid.
It'd be like if we were complaining about Batman or Superman.
That's true.
But, like, we were in the period after it.
Yes.
That, like, till now.
The difference being...
Well, we never, like...
really dug into it?
Well, I mean... It's
we
like,
mostly just made fun of it.
Yeah, we, like, made fun of it, and we never accosted somebody for liking it.
Yes.
And we kept it to ourselves,
That's
you
true.
know?
And, like I'm sure, I know we played Bloodborne and talked about it once. I do know that for certain. But it's like... we made fun of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't make fun of the people that liked it.
Yeah.
Though, again, the people who do, they don't exactly... You give us a lot of ammunition. I'm sorry. But again, I don't think it's a coincidence. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a coincidence that most of the people who really like Man of Steel are the same kind of people who would be like, I really like Wraitherfist and Thargon of Akkad. I think they have a lot of really good ideas. I'm just like, well, you're an intolerable person. I don't know if you regularly watch my videos, but shout out to Fox Mulder for that Winter Soldier tweet. You make my life better.
It's just a raccoon.
It's just a raccoon. Infinity War. There are just some people I follow who are just ruthlessly and consistently entertaining, and she is most definitely one of them. And is the only person capable of taking photographs that look good enough to, like, make me think, like, wow, maybe Florida doesn't it's not, like, the worst thing.
It is.
Yeah. And then she'll have like a picture of like, oh, it's my alligator son, and I'm just like, there is an alligator in that picture. I don't want to live there. I mean, like the worst thing you can get in Kentucky is like a fucking bobcat and that shit. You gotta go you gotta go to the deep south for that
Snake.
shit. That too. Black widow spiders. It's kind of fucked up that we have a state spider.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It's like having a state Wendigo. Like, what?
I love that, like, monster.
Yeah.
It's like the coolest part about Until Dawn. Like, the monster design is just great, how, like, fast they are.
I mean, that's what the thing in Pet Cemetery is, but it's, like, used properly.
You guys filming?
Yeah, but...
I'm not gonna run the vacuum.
We're about to finish an episode here.
What's that?
We're about to finish an episode here, so...
Okay, we'll let me know.
Okay. But yeah, I really like the way that, like, they look in that game. They just... And the way they, like, move and just... Ugh. Gross. I love it.
I regularly forget that I own that game just because I beat it in the day that I got it and never touched it again.
Yeah. I mean, for, like, that type of game, it's easily the best and most entertaining.
Yeah.
And probably the best acted, just because you got, like, Rami Malek and Hayden Panettiere and that guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're all pretty good. Especially Ray.
Mm.
Who just plays somebody who's having the worst time
Yes.
in everything. He plays Josh in Until Dawn, who is, like, easily, like, just the saddest boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's nothing, like, it never got to, like, when I watched people play that game, the worst thing ever was when, that one character I like just gets, like, ruinously decapitated in, like, the flash of a second. It's just like, whoosh, and it's just, head is just gone. I'm like, oh, why? Except for that one really bitchy girl. I don't remember her name because I don't remember anybody's name.
I don't either, but there's an option at some point in the game to shoot her in the head.
Yes, there is.
And I took the option without thinking.
Because she's so awful. And it's weird because, like, if you try to, like, you play as her boyfriend in that one chapter, and you can, like, if you pick to do the more logical thing to save her, she dies. But if you, like, abandon her, she lives.
And then you shoot her in the head.
And then shoot them in the fucking head. Okay?
Why you quoting
Throw back.
Why you quoting me?
Throw
over
back
here?
too quickly and quietly.
I've never been quoted before.
It's a good line.
Well, you wrote it.
I wrote half of that. You added the emphasis. You put like that. You got that like Pacino overacting in that one shot. It's just like the perfect amount.
And that was definitely the goal.
It's the GOAT.
To be the most Pacino.
The greatest of all time. Oscars? Where are you?
I mean, I'll take an Oscar.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of like...
I mean,
like,
if no other reason than to sell it online.
That would be really funny. It's like... Everybody says they don't care about the Oscars, but then like they come up and they do, including
Yeah.
me. That's true. But like, when they do come around, and then you just go like...
Well,
You first get upset that the people who should have been nominated weren't. Most of them.
Yeah.
If the movie had a wide enough release, then they will. But, you know, unless your name is Jake Gyllenhaal and the movie is Nightcrawler, then you get nothing.
or Prisoners.
Or Prison... Why the fuck was that? Like, that might be the biggest Oscar snub of this decade. That movie got nothing. Even movies like Her got something.
I mean,
But, like, Prisoners, like, no. We don't like Denis Villeneuve here.
I mean, Leo's great. He was good in The Revenant.
He was
But,
not
like,
better than Gyllenhaal.
Ever.
No. I mean, like, the only performance I feel like you could put on a level of Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler would be, What's Eating Good with Grape. Which is
Yeah.
probably the only movie where, like, I can recognize DiCaprio's good in most things. Actually, I'll lump Departed into this, too.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't, like him.
No.
Like, ever. But, like, and what's Eating Gilbert Grape is just so good. I'm like, okay, I'll admit, props. You did it, buddy. That was incredibly convincing. That movie is very sad.
I didn't much care for it.
I can kind of... It's just... I mean, like, the ending kind of leaves you happier, but, like, most of it, you're just, like, Johnny Depp just... It's him being really sad for, like, an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's severely dated.
Yes. The
And
dialogue.
second of all, I don't like Juliette Lewis ever in anything.
I don't think I do. What else? What other things is she in? So I can't.
I mean,
like,
Natural Born Killers.
Okay, definitely not.
Yeah.
Isn't she in California with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Where she plays the exact same character of
Yeah.
I want to sleep with a serial killer.
Yep.
Where it's like, I like California a great deal more than I do Natural Born Killers, though. It is a much better movie. And way, way less obnoxious.
I mean, when Quentin Tarantino's like, yeah, sucks.
It's just like, and that was like, and like my least favorite Tarantino was easily Death Proof.
Yep.
I would much rather watch Death Proof again. And I think a lot of those movies even suffer from the same like problem, is that they're so grindhouse that they're like they almost become so not pretentious. They're pretentious.
Yeah.
It's like you've looped around and somehow still gotten your hand in your ass.
I have had enough of this, so I'm just
running.
yeah.
And I was running.
Janai.
Jay.
Ah,
Woo.
scoot.
It's one of those movies that people like. The general consensus goes between like, I like it, and it's overrated. And it's like, it's good. I mean, I don't know why it's so contentious.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a good movie. But then people are like, it's Zemeckis' best movie. I'm
Like, you shut your mouth.
You're high. You're not. Shut your mouth. You ever see Dodgeball?
Yeah, me.
Yes. Classic.
Yeah.
You get to touch me. Yeah. That's his wife. Wait, no, his name's White Goodman.
Walter.
Welcome to Globo, Jim.
Walter
We're
Goggles.
better than you, and we know it. What the fuck was this? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
That's the most like I ain't got time to bleed. That's a line in a film.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, so I also
Wait,
like
who,
the
Ben
line where
Stiller?
that guy's just like the
Wait,
bald
wait, who's a
Ben
douchebag?
Stiller.
He's a douchebag in real life?
Apparently,
That stands to reason. He wrote Reality Bites.
I was just gonna say Real Reality Bites. So a movie that entirely comprises of loathsome people.
Yep.
Rent B-. That's I mean, it's better.
I mean, I definitely hate the characters in Reality Bites more than I hate them in Rent. No.
Singles.
It's a Cameron Crowe movie.
Oh. The only... I think I've seen one Cameron Crowe movie.
It's Almost Famous.
Two. What's the other one?
I don't know.
I think it was a more recent bad one. Did he make the
Aloha.
one with Emma? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Why did you watch that?
I don't know!
What do
I
you-
just saw Cameron Crowe's name, I'm like, he's a guy I've heard of. Man, you type in Cameron, and it's just like you get James Cameron first. I'm just like, I'd rather get
I mean,
Cameron Crowe. James Cameron hasn't made a movie that's as good as... Yeah. I mean, hey, it's funny. It's not funny. Cameron Crowe just looks strange.
yeah.
He's good.
Yes, he
does.
does.
My English friend Lewis looks exactly like him now.
Well, now I feel like an asshole.
He doesn't watch this show, thankfully.
No, but how many people watch your show? Whoever it is going
probably can't be heard with this microphone, so honestly, they probably just hear us responding to you. Oh, he wrote Jerry Maguire. Okay. And Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky is one of those movies where it's just like, this is an American remake of a better movie, isn't it?
I'm just gonna go ahead and start it again.
Yeah. Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're back.
Didn't he...
Can you hear me now?
Probably only slightly.
I've been saying really mean things.
He wrote Say Anything. That
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Pretty
Maybe
sure.
that's why I associate him with, High Fidelity.
Yeah, I mean, that is very much a Cameron Crowe movie.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah.
Jake from Hulk.
Old red button.
It's the best phone in the world.
It is a cool looking phone.
I mean, come
That's
on.
something that
Yeah,
that's
it's
something
pretty
that
good.
Aaron Lapisto would use in a short film.
And it...
It doesn't click.
That's
Forget that Francis McDormand is an Almost Famous.
Don't take drugs.
Rupert was such a small town, we didn't have to dial a 7-digit number. You only had to dial the last digits. Like, my grandma's number was 392-5700. You had to dial 25700.
Rupert, West Virginia, everybody.
Rising Mecca.
Oh, and Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah. She's the sister.
That's right. Anna Paquin, my love.
She's some hooker.
And Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
This movie's great.
And Jay Baruchel's somewhere in there.
Yeah. And Rainn Wilson. He's just in every movie. Yeah, there he is.
Jay Baruchel's character is, this is Vic. He really likes Led Zeppelin.
And Paulie Perrette from NCIS. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. Mitch Hedberg. Yeah.
Mama.
Sounds right. And Mark Maron.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, were you the casting director for this film? Mark?
I mean, I think I might have made it in a past life.
That stands to
If
reason.
I ever make anything half as good as that, I
It's
will
almost,
be...
yeah. Like, if you made a movie about music, it would be Sing Street and Almost Famous, but like a movie, baby.
In movie, baby.
To cycle back a bit, just that one part in Dodgeball where the bald guy is just like, they're trying to think of ways to get money, and he's like, we could sell blood and semen. And the guy's just like, ew! And he's like, what? Not mixed together!
Metallica.
And also, Steve the Pirate is,
Arr.
Firefly. And K2SO.
Oh, Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, I can never remember Alan Tudyk's name. I love him.
He was also in an episode of Frasier.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
was.
It was a great episode, too.
Most episodes of Frasier are great episodes. Oh yeah, William Mapother.
I would like to do an episode with you guys.
I'd allow it.
Hollywood that I think are the biggest douchebags.
I mean, it would just be us talking about Scientologists. Let's see, there's Tom Cruise, who's the king.
It's horrifically
Here's my
long
friend,
list.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes, she escaped. Not in time to
Best
be in the next
way
Batman movie.
Ever. She doesn't know she's my friend.
Just tell her, like, walk up to her and be like, I'm Jennifer Aniston.
Along with Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Garner. They're my friends, they just don't know it.
Like, Carrie Russell purely for Waitress.
I do love you.
I do like her too.
I think the dude she's with, though, is kind of weird, though.
That wouldn't shock me.
He never smiles. He looks like he just found out every relative he has was just killed in a
This is Ben Foster.
I mean, he's never smiling. He never looks happy. He looks like every single thing he goes to is beneath him, and it's the last place on the planet he would like to be.
Waitress is an underrated film.
That's like a Broadway musical now.
Yes, it is.
Maybe it started that way. I don't know.
It's a no. It
You
was
should watch it if
originally.
you haven't seen it.
It's
I haven't seen it.
legitimately a really good
Do you
movie.
like Nathan Fillion?
Yeah.
I mean,
Nathan Fillion and Jeremy Sisto, except you will not like him in this.
well,
I can't like him in anything else because.
Oh, because he's just the loathsome human.
Early.
And, Cheryl Hines. Yeah, and Andy Griffith. Cheryl Hines. My left boob is much higher than my right boob.
I don't need any context.
No, you
That's
don't.
just-
You absolutely don't.
What was it? She said something like, my right boob's up here in Maine and my left boob's down here in Florida.
Adrienne Shelley. She's a good writer.
And then she's in it and she died.
Yeah, and she got murdered. And her daughter was in it.
Yes.
Her very small child.
Lulu.
Lulu.
I don't know what she was.
I'm glad this movie has, like, really good reviews. It deserves it. I don't want Earl's baby pie.
It's got great music in it.
Oh, yeah. It's got that song by Cake that's, like, the catchiest song ever.
I just now got it that it's by Cake.
Yeah. Because pie, yeah. It's like, waitress! Puns! Naughty pumpkin pie. I made it for Dr. Palmer. I can just quote random lines from chick flicks of the 2000s.
I didn't
I
get.
heard they were really good chick flick on Netflix. It's
It's
called like The Setup or something. It's supposed to be like the best rom-com of like
Sitcom.
all times.
I don't know actually. I've not.
And I wanted to watch it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not in the mood to see people happy, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Now that's just funny. It's definitely not this.
I have that song in my head.
Bang, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh, I got the bass line from. What is that called? Short skirt, long jacket? Yeah, something like that. I want a girl with a right allocation, who is fast and thorough and sharp as a tack. Just like, I don't know, sing or like spoken word.
what is this Leonard calling?
Okay, I mean, it's a pretty quiet back.
Alan Rock.
Joel Carter
I'm the only person who remembers his name.
and Jerry Burns.
Jerry Burns.
Jerry Burns has the scariest eyebrows.
Barry Jones.
And Damon Harriman, you're in everything. And Jeremy Davies, you were in American Gods.
Jeremy Davies.
Kathy
Wait,
Williamson. Jeremy Davies.
Him?
You'll
Yeah,
recognize him.
he's in God of War.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is he the, that one guy that, like, Aaron and Dan fought in that episode where...
I didn't watch that
Oh,
series.
okay.
They kept making fun of it.
He was in Twister. Not Aaron. Oh, he's also in the house that Jack built.
Oh,
I'll probably see him later. Like, look, this year I've watched Irreversible and Hereditary. There is no way in hell that Lars von Trier can do worse than that. It's
Yeah.
not possible. I've seen Antichrist twice.
What's that song called by Cake?
I'm pretty sure it's just short skirt, long jacket.
I'll go ask the lady.
The lady, the woman. I need to catch up on Lucifer. Apparently that's really good.
got picked up by Netflix, I want to say.
That's probably why.
Because whatever channel it was on canceled it.
Was it it was whoever had Constantine. That show was good, and they canceled that.
Was that show good?
Yeah,
Oh. It looked like
this
poopy.
guy on Justified just looks like Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
That's
Because Hellblazer's great, and it did not look as good as Hellblazer.
Oh yeah, Sam Elliott's the main villain of the last season.
Well, of course. Literally, who else?
The best villain in Justified is played by,
Walter Goggles.
well, technically, anti-hero, but this guy, who's the craziest fucker
he's
ever.
in Band of Brothers. He's,
Yes.
No.
And Minority Report.
What's his name? Winters is Damian Lewis.
He just
I don't-
looks like he was born to play Nazis in movies.
Which is funny because he plays an American soldier.
Yes. Oh, and he was in a 1922. And he was Damien Dark in Arrow. That show was bad when he was in it. He was the worst villain. God, he was bad.
That show was good once upon a time.
For first 2 seasons, then Slade Wilson exited the show, and the quality went with him.
And apparently The Flash has gone the same way.
That makes me infinitely sadder.
Yes.
Just the first season of The Flash is better than the first 2 seasons of Arrow.
The second season of The Flash, what I've seen, is pretty great as well.
Do you know who the bad guy turns out to be?
In the second season?
Yeah.
No.
Oh boy, you gotta hit that shit up. Shit blew my mind. I was just like, oh my... Oh, also the voice of the bad guy is the guy who's, the Candyman in Candyman. He's,
Okay, alright.
He's also, which is old 80s horror movie. It's not good.
Typically.
90s. My bad, it just looks like...
So worse.
Yeah. The guy who was, oh, yes! Diamondback from Luke Cage. That's him. The main villain of season 1.
Mahershala Ali?
That's Cottonmouth.
Oh. I thought he...
Cottonmouth and Diamondback are season 1. And Mariah Stokes to a lesser extent, but then Mariah's in the second. And Shades.
Okay, I don't care if you have 13 episodes a season. You don't make more than one villain, please.
The minor villains do come back better in season 2, but that's because, like... Do you care if I spoil something about Luke Cage season 1?
No?
Okay, Mahershala Ali dies, like, halfway through the show.
Yeah.
And he is replaced by Diamondback, who is an infinitely less interesting villain than he was. Like, granted, he does get killed by Mariah, who becomes a way more interesting character than he does. But she doesn't get her focus until the second season, and Shade's with her. But then Bushmaster comes along in the second season and is like, I'm going to be one of the best Marvel Netflix villains in general, so fuck all of you. And I had a fucking Jamaican accent, and I still, like, just fucking tear ass.
Oh, it's the bomba clot, man.
I mean, that is Luke Cage season 2. He also dabs. Not the villain, Luke Cage. It's the funniest thing. But yeah, Luke Cage, well, by the way, nobody's talking about it. Luke Cage season 2 is incredible. Please go watch it. If you were like, Luke Cage season 1 was good, but it wasn't as good as Jessica Jones or Daredevil, the second one is. Do that. Theo Rossi, what a good actor, boy. I like him. Who the fuck plays fucking Bushmaster? Where are you? Motherfucker. Mustafa Shakir. That's a name.
Of course that's his name. Hey, it's freaking,
Brawl in Cell Block 99, apparently.
No, that wasn't what I was saying about, but was his name Ron, Mr. Robot? Him. Yeah, Ron.
Yes,
Cephas Jones.
Yeah.
He dies.
Yes. Did you... No, you did not finish season 2.
No, he's shot.
Yeah, there's something regarding his death you don't know, so it's cool. I love that show.
Shut up, bitch.
I love that show.
I finished season 1. Oh, God. And I did keep it up, so I've stopped with season 2. And I don't know how to start again because my emotions.
I mean, we've got time. To be fair, you're probably about to get to... Not the best, because that's the season 3 finale, but easily top 3 episodes of the show where something happens where you're just like, I'm just gonna go to Denmark really quick. I have someone I need to thank personally for introducing this into my life. And also the funniest episode of the show by far.
I mean, that's a low bar.
Yes.
Misery.
There is one happy scene in the first season of
Desecration.
Mr. Robot, and it is immediately undercut by abject misery. He deludes himself into thinking that he's having fun, and then it's just like, your parents were murdered, and it's like,
Right.
Yes.
Just do that. Catty thing. Just like misery. Desecration.
the
Grief.
that section of when he's talking about the darkness. You need to play that game.
Yes, Jackie.
Feed me your soul.
That game also is the sad.
Oh, sad boy hours.
Where did you get that, and why did you keep saying it?
Twitter.
Oh, fuck Twitter. Oh shit, I didn't fight Cleric Boy. I should go do that.
Cleric Blade.
I've been on autopilot this whole time. That's why I haven't died in forever.
That's Souls in general. Once you know how to play them, you're just kind of like...
Like, let me just do the muscle memory and talk about literally whatever.
Mr. Boba. Also, like, finally, like, we get more of White Rose in Season 3 of being just like, great, this is the villain that I've wanted for so long. Why? She's Asian. I don't know that character's preferred pronoun.
They are Asian.
Yes.
Let's just go with that until we know.
Yes. Although, this is, I'm not spoiling it because I already told this to you, but my favorite thing about Season 3 is just this scene, all of a sudden, we're like, just in the midst of a bunch of shit going wrong, like White Rose is just sitting with a martini looking at the television, and suddenly Donald Trump pops on and just turns and goes, I think I have a candidate I want to endorse, and I'm just like, he made it canon. He made it actually canon.
B.D. Wong did 9/11.
Basically. I don't know what it is either, but like, I didn't really find Darlene super attractive in the first season, and then the second season I was like, okay. And then the third season I'm like, every woman in the show, they're all exactly like my love.
I was that way with Portia Double
Yeah.
Day,
Double day.
and then I wasn't.
She has sad girl hours like in this show.
I mean, the first season was pretty rough in places.
Season 3, I think it's just a safe bet. I can say everything for everyone gets worse. There's not a single character that comes on top. It's just like, oh.
Okay, so like, who would you say is the villain in Mr. Robot Season 1?
One of them is a spoiler, and
I've seen Season 1.
Oh wait, you mean I thought you said Season 2 before me.
Oh.
I think I had this conversation with somebody. It might have been you, but I don't think it's technically anyone. It's more just them trying to cause 5-9. That's the only, like, Tyrell gets in their way a little, but then ends up like helping them. And becomes, like, integral to the plan. And it's like, the villain overarching of Mr. Robot is White Rose and the Dark Army, but they don't really show their hand until Season 2. Hell, they really don't show their hand until Season 3. The end of Season 2, you're just like, what are they? Are they aliens?
This is why I've had trouble entertaining the thought of getting back into
That's
it.
true.
It's just like,
To be fair,
conspiracy!
Like, season 3 is pretty much like, you're just gonna have to like buckle down and just watch that all in like a day. Because like, I don't think you could digest that over time. I just don't think that's possible. Season 2 at least does have moments where you're like, I don't, like, not everyone in this show is suffering right now. So, I guess that's nice.
No, don't you die. Okay.
And you haven't even gotten to the plot twist in Season 2 yet. I completely forgot about that. Mr. Robot is just a conspiracy theory in every aspect.
You just keep saying these things, and I'm like, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole.
And it's just like, and it ends with the twist that's like, that twist is like practically iconic now. It's just saying that smells just like, did you all think I was done? No. No! I'm not done yet. And also, that good music.
Mac Quail.
Joey Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. I just can't get into Seinfeld. Like, I know this, like, the point is that it's about nothing. But, like, I just seems a bit too bleak for me, you know? Like, I already think that, man. Like, I gotta escape. It's the greatest character. I'm glad he's not brutally murdered yet. Then Bobby Cannavale shows up in season 3 too, and he's just like, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm Bobby Cannavale."
It's like, I am deeply underutilized in every film I'm in.
And then I'm in this show, and I'm very well utilized, actually.
And then I was in that show Vinyl that had the pilot directed by Martin Scorsese. And I was good in it, but the show was garbo.
You gotta be trying really hard when you're directing Martin Scorsese to be bad. The worst movie he has is fucking Gangs of New York, which is a really good movie.
I mean, like, the episode that he directed is good enough. Every single episode after that is dreadfully boring.
And it just sounds like a concept that should be the opposite of boring.
Yep.
Wasn't there a show that,
Use your words, dear.
No, I'm gonna. It's his. I don't remember his name. I don't like him. Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Did he make a show?
Yeah, the Get Down.
The Get Down. I watched the first couple episodes of that and it was pretty alright, but it didn't like keep me. I give it a solid 6. That's the problem with TV shows. I only keep watching them if they're like an 8. If you're under that, it's a lot of time to invest with something that I might just be like, that was alright, I guess. That's why I didn't watch every season of Lost. And why I gave up on Heroes very quickly into season 4.
I mean, like, a show has to be like a 9 or above. And the first like, if the first episode's great, that doesn't mean a whole lot, because there's a lot of great pilots. If the second episode is boring, I do not continue.
Yeah.
That was the thing with Dark, that German show.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a great pilot, and then the second episode was just...
I watched the rest because I half-watched the first 2 episodes and was like, this is great. But, I mean, it would probably help if, like, they spoke the same language, not in like a, like, oh, I'm a nationalist.
Speak our language, you fuck nugget.
Just an actual, like, it's just easier to comprehend if it's not in German, obviously. I don't have to like, it's a show that's about, like, parallel universes and time travel. I need to, like, hear this. I can't just read it, otherwise it's like I'm, like, watching a Wikipedia article.
No. First episode was pretty good, had a lot of potential. Second episode was boring as shit. So I just moved on.
Yeah. And, what other shows? Stranger Things, great pilot.
Yep.
And
great second episode.
The great second episode, but it was the third episode that I remember where you're just like, that is Peter Gabriel doing a David Bowie cover, and I am crying, so...
He was like, wow, this is a great moment. And then the beginning of the fourth episode has Joy Division's atmosphere, and I was just like...
yeah, and then, like, just fucking... What's his face? Just in his room crying, and just like...
No. No. I'm not watching. I'm just gonna get my ass kicked. Yeet! Oh shit! That didn't go the way that I
can't wait for that season 3 though. Just don't do anything with episode 7, please. Please, God.
Don't do a lot of things similar to season 2.
That's honestly still the only real problem I have with that season. It's that one episode.
I don't know what exactly my problem is with Season 2. I definitely still like it. I just... First of all, there's not enough Finn Wolfhard.
That's fair.
Because, like...
Shut up, father.
And there's that stupid-ass subplot with Dustin and Lucas fighting over the girl or whatever.
Next, yeah.
Like, I do not... This is so overdone. Stop it
I
now.
don't like. There are so few instances of like a love triangle kind of thing working in media.
Yeah.
I can't even think of one off the top of my head that I'm like, yeah, I liked. I thought this was a well done dynamic for these characters. Normally, it's just like a fucking sitcom, horribly written, bad.
I don't feel. Oh, okay.
It feels so good.
Now the sad boy hours begin.
Yeah.
Woo!
The scared boy hours.
Stairs are my friend. He does that every time! Oh, did I hit him? I hit him.
He just goes, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on!
Listen to that
Yes.
scorpion. Wow, that was nice. Yeah.
My god, look at that capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake with the yeah. What's it mean, Zach?
Speak English!
Go back to China, bitch.
Bitch!
I'm quoting Donnie Darko, I'm not a racist.
Yeah.
Sorry, was that like a Donald Trump tweet that just happened? I was just quoting one of my favorite films when I said that they were dirty Mexicans.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
asshole!
I'm Owen Wilson. Wow. My brother's a better actor. Wow.
Yeah, but
Aren't they both in the Royal Tenenbaum?
I think so.
Yeah. One of
Um,
them wants to fuck their sister. Wes Anderson. To be fair, Margot and the Royal Tenenbaums, so. Top tier. Who is that?
I think that's Gwyneth Paltrow.
She's good in the movie. It's the only time she's
Yeah.
ever been attractive.
I despise her
She's
as a human being.
she's one of those people that has like those cookbooks with like $1,000 ingredients.
Yep.
She was also in Shakespeare in Love. It was just like, the movie we're making is so deep, and I'm just like, Shakespeare in Love sucks.
Honey, shut. Just shut up.
Oh, she was in Glee named Holly Holiday. That's all I know.
Oh, good fucking God.
It doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I just saw in the group chat, James sent a text that just said, "A death to Videodrome, all hail the new flesh." And I'm like, well...
What a
Yep,
good
it's
man.
in.
That is a top-notch film.
Look at this sad Adam Driver. Stephen Lee Shepard.
Shepard!
Leonard. I just quoted Fight Club. Not Fight Club. Oh my god.
Just without hesitation. I just quoted Fight Club. Fuck!
It's so hard. Except for this. This is obviously that was a sign that we should keep doing this.
I just quoted Fight Club. Fuck!
That's a vine right there. What's that Pokemon? Pikachu! It's Jigglypuff! Fuck! My stomach really hurts.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
My abdomen.
Ooh, the Babadook. Okay. It's quality content.
Just give him the episode.